In this tank, we have a blue hippo tang, which is going to a new home. Done with its quarantine process, took all its meds, did 2 weeks observation, and now it's ready to go to its new home. It's always a good feeling when fish do make it through quarantine and they are healthy, and we know that they're going and getting out of these little 29-gallon aquariums to something a little bit more suitable for them. But what makes this a little bit different, and why I'm doing a video about this, because I'm just bringing a fish to a customer's house, is because of something that I wanted to talk about for a long time. So let me go ahead and bag this guy up and head over to the customer's house. All right, we have the blue hippo tank here at the job. Let's go ahead and go inside and take a look at the tank and kind of give you the rundown of what's exactly going on here. All right, so here we are at the customer's tank, and by looks of it, it looks amazing. I've really enjoyed watching this aquarium come along. But we've recently ran into some issues here, and that is what we're going to get into right now and talk about right now. Okay, so as we look closer at the corals, this is what I always do every time I come to people's houses. I always like to inspect the corals and inspect the fish and, you know, do our due diligence. Hammer looks good, right? Looks healthy. Polyp extension. Pallies look great. They're actually starting to crust along with the discosoma mushrooms right next to them. That just started as one, and it's actually starting to grow. Beautiful color on those. Very happy with the way that looks. So, yeah, corals look good, right? Toadstool looks nice. Polyp extension. It's reaching for the light. Cool. But this is where we have the problem right here. Look at these zoas. They look beat up. We put those in a couple months back. They were doing great, and then recently they started looking beat up. So why is that happening? Why are they suddenly starting to die? And the pallies look fine. Mushroom coral looks fine. Why suddenly are these zoas starting to die? What is happening right here? Palligrandis are looking good. Like, all these corals are looking fine. So is it a water chemistry issue? Well, I don't think so. That's not what I would be guessing, because of the fact that, like, look at this trumpet coral. An LPS coral is doing good. Rockflower anemone doing good. Why are the zoas not doing well? Hammer coral's doing good. Frog spawn's doing good. So this is what I'm thinking about when I'm looking at the tank. Now, could there be potentially a little critter in here that's eating the zoas? Look, that zoa's completely gone. Could there have been like a zoa eating spider in here? No, because all these corals that are in this tank have all been quarantined. Another zoa that's almost gone. All the zoas that have been in this tank have been quarantined thoroughly. We are not worried about pests in here. So we know for a fact, because this customer only gets corals from us, that there is nothing that they could have far as pest wise. Now, if you look in the middle there, another frag of zoas that looks pretty beat up. So we knew the culprit wasn't a pest, and we knew there was some stuff going on here, and the zoas were starting to die and starting to look really, really bad. And because we quarantine our corals, and because we're so thorough about it, and we're pretty confident that nothing's getting through, and we are looked thoroughly in here, we tried this. We got a couple of brand new frags from our shop of zoanthids, and we put them right here, our little homemade egg crate cage. And the reason behind this was we put these zoas in here to protect them. Protect them from what? Well, let me just show you. And here in the refugium is the culprit, a blue hippo tang. Yes, you heard me right, a blue hippo tang. Caught red-handed, actually going after the zoanthids and tearing them apart and biting them. The customer caught it, and now we had a feeling that there was fish picking on here, but we got confirmation, and that was enough for us to say, let's catch him out of the tank. Customer caught him out of the tank with the fish trap and put him in the refugium until we came today for the service to come grab him out. And that is why we have this little guy right here, because we are going to swap out the 2 blue hippo tangs, this one for the other one. Now, it's not likely that this one will eat corals, and usually they don't eat corals, so it's kind of a rarity. So we feel pretty confident about adding just switching these 2 out, and it should be fine. You ever seen a blue hippo tang in a glass before? All right, so we're gonna add the new blue hippo tang to the display tank. Hopefully it behaves itself, which, like I said, it's very rare that these guys go after coral. So I think it'll be fine. But if it's not, we'll have to catch this one out too, and maybe we stay away from tangs in the future. But he's good. And here is the other blue hippo tang in this bucket. I took him out of the refugium, and what I'm noticing is he's actually a yellow belly. So that's different than the one we just put in. This is a yellow belly. I did not notice that when I was in refugium. I could not tell. That's interesting. That's something to definitely consider. All right, so now that that is done, we're gonna keep a close eye on everything, and I look, like I said, everything in this. Oh God, I hate these stupid long spine urchins so much. I mean, they're great at like being a great cleanup crew, but man, every time I put my hand in a tank, if I'm not aware of where they're at, they give me the worst sting. Oh, they're so annoying, like a bad splinter. But anyways, yeah, I'm really happy with the way this tank is coming along. Also, let me know what you guys think of these anemones. I'm not incredibly thrilled with them. I think I'd rather get rid of them. Let me know what you guys think. You know how I feel about anemones if you watch my videos. Customer likes them, but I don't think they look that great right now. I'm a big fan of rock flower anemones. I'm all for more rock flower anemones. That one especially is beautiful. But I'm really liking the way the corals are coming along. We just added a couple of new frags of zoas today. We took the ones out of the egg crate and glued those up because I feel confident that that blue hippo tang was the culprit, and I think these guys will do well. But got those all glued up again, and you know, hopefully the zoas going forward will start to do good in this aquarium. And I'd like to add a lot more corals to here too. So yeah, and the ones that were in the cage weren't touched. They were perfectly fine. Like there was nothing wrong with them at all. So for sure something was picking. So if it was a pest or if it was a water chemistry issue, it would have shown in the egg crate regardless. That's why we do the egg crate trick, just to kind of confirm that it's not a water chemistry issue or a pest. But the blue hippo tang is already acclimating to the tank very well, and it seems like he thinks he's a mono because he keeps trying to hang out with them. You can see he's kind of shoaling with the monos, which is freaking awesome. Those monos, when they first got in here, were like the size of like a quarter. Now they've gotten so much bigger. Look at them. Just hanging out with the monos, just swimming back and forth with them. Little yellow tang in there. So cool. That's a biota yellow tang. It's gotten really big too. It's gotten some good color on it. Look at him. It's incredible how he's going back and forth with these monos. Yeah, I really enjoy working on this tank. I'm excited for the future of this tank. I'll keep you posted. So real quick, I wanted to share with you guys this other tank that I take care of. And speaking of tangs, this is a yellow tang, and this is I believe a biota yellow tang. And it's either this guy or, which I'm thinking is this right here, this Bellis Angel, has been going after the acans in this tank. We put about 4 frags of acans in here, and they got completely demolished by one of these 2 fish. I don't think it's so much the yellow tang. I would probably put my money on the Bellis Angel. Now, these are considered reef safe, but who knows? But whatever it was going after the acans. Now, I know a lot of people say, well, I see that puffer. It probably was the puffer. No, puffers don't mess with corals, not these green spotted puffers. I've had them in plenty of tanks. They show no interest in corals. They don't react good to them. The corals really sting them and bother them. If anything, they're kind of afraid of them. But the Bellis Angels, they are a grazing fish along with the tang, so we can't keep any acans in this tank, so unfortunately. So just wanted to share that with you guys. So a lot of stuff, a lot of fish that they say are reef safe, a lot of times end up not being reef safe. Although the zoas in this tank look amazing. They look great. So it's definitely not a water chemistry issue, right? All the zoas in here look great. I just put in an interstellar mushroom today. If I can get that on camera for you guys. Put that little guy in there today. And got this discosoma green, beautiful green discosoma mushroom. And then here, we just put in a sample LPS coral in here. Now, LPS don't do good in this tank for whatever reason. Like I said, somebody's picking on them. But this is a trumpet coral, so we'll see if next time we come here, if there's little bits taken out of that, because that's how you can tell, clear sign that it's definitely being bothered. So just wanted to kind of show you guys that, because a lot of fish that are quote unquote reef safe, a lot of times end up not being that way. And this is a prime example. So we'll just work around it with this aquarium. The thing I noticed while I was here is this clownfish was struggling, and it is all torn up. You can just see how it's back thin. It's all chomped up. It was getting beat up. And that is because the clownfish that is in here somewhere, this guy right here, was just tearing it up. It was super aggressive to it. So I'm lucky I was able to catch it while I was here. and hopefully we can, the fin should grow back, and hopefully we can get him rehabilitated. But yeah, that was just absolutely, this one was just being absolute, just brutal to it. Had it complete, just pinned up in this corner, just going after it repeatedly. So I'm glad I saw this. So I'm gonna go ahead and bag him up and bring him back to the shop, and like I said, rehabilitate him, and then when he's strong enough, hopefully we can find him a good home. Now the question is, why in my coral grow-out tank at home do I have 8 yellow tangs in here if there's a chance that they could be going after the coral? Well, the reason is these guys are super small. They're almost translucent. They're so small, like they're just getting their yellow color on them, the yellow tangs. And honestly, like 90% of the times, especially with yellow tangs, you're gonna be fine. You're not gonna have tangs probably pick on coral. You're pretty good. There's just I'd say about a good 10% chance that they'll mess with coral. I don't know if it's a dietary issue. I don't know if it's like an aggression issue. I don't know. I don't know if it's just because they're not because they're not in a natural environment. I don't know why they do it, but these are grazers. These fish do graze. That's what they do all day. They graze on the rocks. So maybe there's something in their diet that they're not receiving that they think they can get from coral. But anyways, let me know your theories on why tangs choose to go after corals. Is it a learned behavior, or is it a dietary issue? I'd love to hear your opinions on it. All right, guys, I'll see you on the next one.